On election morning when you arrive, when you go to your machine, this is exactly what you'll see. And one of the very first things that you want to do is to make sure your machine is up and operational, is you're going to want to check the LCD screen right here and make sure you have the administrative menu. As long as the administrative menu is up, you know that the machine properly booted up and you're ready to start the day as far as the election process is concerned. At your meeting this morning with the poll site coordinators, you were issued the red key bag, which contains your scissors and your keys to the machine, and you were also issued this yellow binder. And in this binder are detailed instructions that will help you open the machine and get you through the entire process of getting the machine ready for the voter. Also inside the machine are some very quick machine opening instructions that can take you through the process in 5 very simple steps. So if you need the help, it's here available. Also remember that if you need help, your poll site coordinator is there to help you get the machine open. What you're going to have to do is when you take your red key bag, is you're going to want to open it. You're going to want to remove the scissors that are inside the bag. And very slowly you're going to want to take your scissors and cut off the seal. Taking the seal and placing it inside the red key bag. Now, we want you to do the next step as quickly as possible, because what you have to do is open the ballot box door and remove all the supplies that are in the machine for the table team and the floor team so they can start doing their job, so we can make sure that the poll site is open in a timely fashion. So we ask you to unhook the latch, put in the key, turn it, and turn the knob. And you'll see inside the machine, you'll find your sample ballot posters. You're going to find your blue supply bag, which contains your poll books and all the supplies the table is going to need during the course of the day, pens, pencils, whatever. Also what's stored inside the machine are the ballots. So you're going to want to make sure you take all the ballots out and put them on the table team. Also inside the machine are the privacy sleeves that we'll use during the course of the elections, where the voters will place their ballots inside here when they go to the machine to vote. Once you're satisfied that all the supplies are out of the machine, we're going to ask you to close the door, lock it, and then you'll go to the table team, and inside your blue supply bag you'll find seals that you'll be able to seal the machine.
After touching open polls, the LCD panel will ask you if you would like a 0 report or a status report. Touch 0. When the report is done printing, select No for additional copies. The LCD screen will say System Ready, showing the polls are open, ballots cast 0. Have an election inspector sign the printed form.
One of the other items that your poll site coordinator issued to you in the morning was this Raspberry folder. Inside the Raspberry folder is the seal report. And you'll notice that on this report, in the gray column, it's filled in for you. These are all numbers, are all seals that were placed on the machine by staff at the Board of Elections before the machine was sent out. We're going to ask you, in a bipartisan manner, a Democrat and a Republican, to check the seals on the machine to make sure they match the seal numbers on the report. Once you've checked the seal numbers, we're going to ask you to initial it, just verifying that the seals are correct. If you should come across a seal number that is not correct, we're going to ask you to bring that to the attention of your poll site coordinator, mark the seal number on here in the white, and then again initial it. You'll notice that the first one that we're going to ask for is going to be the ICP serial number. That is located right on the side of the machine here. And we're going to ask that one person read off the ICP number and make sure it matches what's in the gray column. Then we're going to ask you to go to the printer seal number. This is your thermal printer seal number. And again, we're going to ask one of the inspectors to read off the number that is on this seal number, or seal. Check it what's written in the gray column. Then we're going to ask you to go to the ICP seals, which are located on the top. And again, the same procedure. Just double check that what we have inside this column matches what's on the machine. And then again, we're going to go to the front, to your poll worker card seal, and your administrator card seal and record those numbers to make sure they're matching. Now we want you to notice that on the machine you'll see blue seals and red seals. The red seals are the ones that you do not want to cut off. At no time should you remove those red seals. Now that we've completed the seal report, the next step in the process of opening the machine is to remove the special needs kit that was located in the emergency slot compartment. You'll take your key, insert the key, turning it to the right, you'll open the door and remove the kit that is used for voters with special needs. Place the kit on the back of the machine and leave it there. Don't touch it, don't open it, just let it sit there until it's actually needed. Then close the slot. Back up. Now we're ready to open the machine. If it's 6 a.m., not 5:59, not 5:58, if it's 6 a.m., it's time to open the polls. So we just simply touch Open Poll. And it's asking if I want a status report or a 0 report. Now we want to make sure that all the candidates' names are starting at 0, so we're going to ask for a 0 report. We just simply touch 0, and the report will start printing. Now that you can see that the report has finished printing, the LCD screens, do you want more copies? We have no need for any more copies of the 0 report, and we'll say no. We will take the report, fold it very neatly, and at the bottom of the report, in a bipartisan manner, we will sign our names and then print our names. And then the completed report will be placed in the red key bag and kept there until the bag is returned to Mayville.
Here you have your poll book, which will contain all your voters and their names and addresses. Along with your poll book, you will have your ballot. And as you can see, the poll book number, ID number, must match the number on the ballot. This is your Raspberry. This is where you will find your ballot transmittal report. We also have our privacy sleeves, which will be issued to each voter as they are given their ballot. We have our notice to voters, both in English and in Spanish, and those contain all the rules and regulations for the voter. And then lastly, we have the voters should not vote more than once for the same candidate, and that is explained in this form.
Okay, and now we have the blue binder. Inside you'll notice the list of all the supplies and where they belong. And this is very important because you have the pouch here that has all of the seals that you'll be needing during the day. You have this box that has pencils, paper, scissors, whatever, tape, and all of these items will come out of this blue bag, the blue Board of Elections bag.
It is a responsibility of the election inspectors assigned to work on the floor team to place 100-foot markers, handicap parking signs, voter parking signs, and all directional signs outdoors. They are also responsible for any additional signs that may be needed indoors. The role of the election inspectors working on the floor is to hang all appropriate signs in the building. This includes the instruction poster, with sample ballot and the voter's Bill of Rights, in both English and Spanish. They will also check the privacy booths for a magnifier, a black marking pen, as well as fill in the oval instructions and double vote notice. They will also verify that there is a magnifier light in at least one of the booths.